Hey everyone, my name is Breadcrumb. Let's do another Minecraft server devlog today, shall we? Wowza, it's been a while. But I have been very busy doing very important things like binging Steven Universe and making a super cool new application in Rust. Link in the description. But I have also been making lots of progress on my Minecraft server's faction world. I was able to knock out a whole lot of new features in these past few weeks due to me somehow being able to just write out code like an epic beast and mostly have it work. Emphasis on mostly. But enough of that. We can experience that stress later. For now, let's see all those super cool things that I added to the server. I started by fixing a bug that I had in the claiming system. I had a procedure that determined if a chunk was claimable or not. It was determining that a chunk was claimable even when it really wasn't. That bug went under my radar for so long. I also moved a bunch of claim map related scripts into their own folder, just to clean things up a bit and to make it look nice and neat with a pretty little bow on top. The next thing I wanted to implement was the remove claim map. This will let players remove any claims that they want from their faction. This was a bit of a tricky one, but I was able to make it work eventually. The way I had the claiming system implemented made it tricky for me to get the cuboid locations that a faction had claimed. So, in an attempt to make things easier for me, I rewrote the faction's claim list to use map tags instead of list tags. So, now that I can have the note, name, and the cuboid's data. The remove claim maps implementation is like the claim maps implementation, but sort of in reverse. Both maps will loop through the chunks around the player, checking if the chunk is claimed or not. The remove claim map will check if the chunk is claimed by the faction, and if not, we'll just ignore the chunk. Then, instead of clicking to claim the chunk, you click to remove it. Now that you can yeet chunk claims, I wanted to relax after spending a whole lot of time on that. So, I worked on updating scripts with things that had been deprecated, or with tags that have better counterparts. Anyways, because I'm a super lazy person who loves spending lots of times on things that will make my life easier in the future, epic programmer move, I created a command to remember the game mode that the player was in throughout different servers. This is easier for me because I can rejoin the server without having to set my game mode every single time. But it's only for admins and not those regular goofy players. Then, I went back to the list factions command code and updated it so it didn't error every time you open it. It was still using the old UUID system that I changed in faction devlog 2 or something, but I guess I forgot to update it until now. Now that it works, I decided to add a feature that I've been wanting to add for a while, but would only work after claiming was implemented. And that feature was, drumroll please, teleport coordinates! The faction owner can specify a location for players to be teleported to if they want to be teleported there. It only works with members of the faction because I didn't think about letting other users do it until writing this script, so I'll just make that into the next video. The player can change the teleport coordinates in the faction action settings. To set the teleport coordinates, the player just has to stand in the place that they want and chat the word set in chat. But there must be no solid blocks within a 3 blocks radius above, in front, behind, or to either side of the player when setting it. This prevents players from being trapped when teleporting to their faction. This won't account for blocks placed after the teleport coordinates have been set, but I might add a way to avoid that in the next video. The current implementation will create a cuboid around the player and loop through the blocks, checking if it's solid or not. If none of the blocks are solid, then voila! The teleport coords can be set. If any of the blocks are solid, then the teleport coordinates cannot be set. Next, I worked on a feature that had been in the back of my mind for a while, and that was player invites. If you want a specific player, like your friend, to join your faction, you can personally invite them to join it. It sends the player you are inviting a neat little chat message that will let them accept or deny the invitation by clicking on a little icon. I also, finally, added a way for regular faction members to leave their faction. I totally forgot about this. Like, mwahaha! Now you are trapped in my faction forever! Yeah! But now, they could just leave the faction. Easy peasy. Then, I had to fix a bug with the claim deletion, as it was messing up and not removing the claims note. After a lot of trial and errors, mostly errors, I was able to finally make it work without throwing errors, and make it actually delete the claim. Finally, I added a neat little feature called Claim Chips. Claim chips are like power or mana in other faction worlds, but named much cooler. Claim chips let you claim more land, so players can't take over the entire map. You can get claim chips from doing certain things, like earning achievements or doing quests, which all are not implemented yet, but will be soon. The more claims the faction currently has, the more claim chips you will need to claim more land. And that is all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. The link to this code written in this video is in the description, as always. Thanks for watching. Stay toasty, bread boys. Until next time, goodbye.